Hello and welcome to Indiana SRN. We are at the Lions Den, Horizon Christian, for a rare treat, some 5th and 6th grade basketball. I'm Chris Schumerth, and I'm with the great Keith Myers. We're going to talk about this game, but first, a word from our title sponsors. Reynolds Farm Equipment is a leading equipment dealer since 1955. Passionate care, delivering care with more than 24 years of experience. Boilermaker Local 374 represents highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication throughout the state of Indiana. For over 131 years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community. Bertner Electric, your trusted electrician partner since 1986. The Morales Group is in business to create a better future for you and your family. Piper Logistics is your logistics partner since 1994. Aspen Creek Grill, why go anywhere else? Large selection of food made from scratch and fairly priced. Highway Safety Services, Inc. provided traffic control and pavement markings in Indiana for the past 60 years. And lastly, Indiana SRN sports page. Follow the sports page every day with update news from coast to coast. Log on to Indiana SRN and click on your tab. If you don't know who we are, Indiana SRN is your go-to destination for the best coverage of high school and youth sports across Indiana. From the thrilling buzzer beaters on the basketball court to hard-hitting football action under Friday night lights and everything in between, we bring the passion and excitement of the game straight to you. We have live streaming and expert analysis, top-tier commentary, and in-depth coverage highlighting tomorrow's stars today. Parents, coaches, and fans, don't miss a moment. Want your team featured? Contact us today at coach@indianasrn.org and bring the Indiana SRN experience to your school. Follow, watch, support Indiana SRN. Keith, what brings us to this game this morning?
You know, Outlook Christian has been part of the core of what Indiana SRN has been about and what Horizon was. When I came here as the athletic director, we were very much involved in their ministry. It gives another brand of opportunity for these kids to play basketball. It's a different brand of basketball. No one's going to keep score. No one's going to keep fouls. No jump balls. It's just a fun game. It should be a lot of fun to watch and give these kids an opportunity to play basketball.
Doesn't look like we're even going to have a tip-off to start the game. But the visitors get it, and it's Finn Redmond to start over to, and Horizon's coming the other way with it. That's Nehemiah Holdcroft. It'll stay down on this end.
We got cheerleaders today. We got fans today.
We got an athletic director
who's refereeing.
And Horizon will get on the board first. That's Nehemiah Holdcroft. Nehemiah's pretty tall.
The interesting thing is Horizon's had flu all week, Chris, like everywhere else in Marion County. Fortunately, we're playing this. They have a roster of 12 kids. Only 5 kids are eligible to play today because everybody else is sick in bed, probably watching their buddies on TV.
Makes a little more. Makes it a little easier for the coach, doesn't it? They don't have to make any decisions.
You're already playing. Okay.
Here comes Daniel Chaco. I'm told from his coach, Brendan Boer, that he's a good ball handler, and you see it right there. Driving layup doesn't go. That's Caleb Diaz with it for a moment, and this will also stay with Horizon over on the sideline.
The interesting thing, too, is with limited players playing, every kid gets to play. So when you're not used to playing, because the one kid came on, hey, I get to play all day, coach. He goes, yes. That's a nice layup.
Another little drive there. And, strict refereeing out there. He's going to get Outlook with a foot on the line. Again, get it into Nehemiah down low. He dishes it outside. Back to Daniel. He's going to set up the offense. Finds Nehemiah again. Goes up with it, but it's long.
Nice defense there by that young man, number 8.
We should have checked while we were talking to Coach Megan Hoffman about the numbers of his players, because they've got a number 1 on the court, and we don't have a number 1 on our sheet. We'll have to figure out who that is. like we're going to get free throws here, so we do get free throws in this game. Ooh, and his nice looking shot there.
15 feet from that kid it looks like it's forever.
Coach's son there, is it?
Yes, sir.
This is the second. And here comes Finn Redmond.
I like the socks, man.
Carolina blue.
Yes, sir. The
Dribbles
Nuggets.
it into the corner. Going to get it out to Zachariah French. Zachariah's going to drive it baseline. Nice defense there by Daniel. Stops him in the corner.
You have to play man-to-man. You can't double team the man or the ball.
When you were coaching, which did you prefer, man-to-man or zone, or some sort of mix?
I mixed it up. My teams were slow, so man-to-man was not really my cup of tea. That's a nice layup.
There's Daniel driving again. He likes that right side. It's the first one he's made, but he's creating good looks for himself. Finn gets it down to Zachariah, who will be fouled, I believe.
I think we had a double team, so we're going to put the ball back into the Nuggets basketball. You know, you got to take your hats off to the athletic director, Jalen, who opens the door like this. I mean, he understands that this could build the program for the school and his program as an athletic director as well. You open it the door, you get parents here to see what you have and who's playing what. That makes it a lot of fun.
I've seen that over the years many times where, one of the most important things a coach can do if they take over a program is get those younger levels going, get some excitement generated.
Look at this.
Daniel's got some good instincts. He hasn't finished many yet, but he can certainly handle the ball, and he knows what to do with it. That's Finn. Pull-up jump shot, high off the backboard, doesn't go.
All of a sudden you wake up and realize, man, this guy's 5 feet over me.
Yeah, I would like to know how tall Nehemiah is.
Nice shot.
It's going to go off of Outlook and back to Horizon. And here comes Daniel. He's shown early in this game some athleticism. And finds his teammate who gets it right back to Daniel. Caleb Diaz.
They passed the ball well.
Daniel wants to try the other side of the court. Back to the right. Jalen is going to get a tie up there. And it'll stay with Horizon. Into the height. See what can happen in the final seconds of the first quarter here.
Oh, look away,
Nehemiah, and he's going to
call
wave
travel.
it off and call it travel. That's tough. I think that we are going to take a little break here, but we will be right back with the second quarter. It's 5-0.
Hello and welcome to Game Day. My name is Keith Myers. I'm the Vice President of IndianaSRN. We're glad that you joined us today. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN. This means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Looking to elevate your brand? Choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service.
Six-minute quarters, and they're going to move quickly. Let's dive into the second quarter here. Outlook got it first. Give the ball to the visitors. We did have at least one jump ball, they'll get it back.
Let's talk a little bit about Outlook. The teams are collected by many background schools and experiences. They focus on having fun, making friends, and learning fundamentals about the basketball game and learning more about God than winning. I love that. If you win, your coaches and players, you can win life. All kids play to the best of their ability. They don't look at the scoreboard. They look at their friendships. And I tell you what, at 3rd and 4th grade and 5th grade, that's pretty cool.
So we got the chance to talk to Coach Megenhofen before the game, and he really emphasized those same things. You could tell he believed in the messaging. His kids are buying in too. They're out there to have fun and to learn, and he even talked about emphasizing friendship, which I think is a cool goal for youth sports.
I kind of liked the story when he said he was coaching flag football, and one of his opponent catches the ball and said, "Hey, you caught the ball!" and then got called for a penalty or something. He goes, "He just felt bad."
Yeah, a lot of times these youth sports coaching roles held by fathers or mothers, and that's certainly the case for both of these teams.
You know, some of these leagues too, though, Chris, and we won't sugarcoat it. It's brutal at times, and these young men and young women are learning the game of basketball. And sometimes, as adults, we play our sports through the eyes of us and through our kids. And sometimes, you wake up one day and just go, "It's not fun anymore, Dad. I don't want to play anymore." And that's one thing I love about leagues like this is, they want kids to play.
I remember some brutal battles in the stands when I was in Little League. It was sometimes a pretty scary place to be.
Yep.
I've been on the receiving end of that as an official sometimes as well. Any way you can generate enthusiasm in kids about playing, you don't want to turn them off before they hit the growth spurt.
Sure. What I like also is that this is co-ed. You got girls and guys playing against each other, which I think is perfectly fine at this age level, and it just gets you ready for basketball. One of the things that we did not compliment is they play on using a 28-5 basketball, where some youth leagues use a smaller ball. They're using a regular women's high school basketball, which is really good for these kids to learn to play with that ball.
Jump shot doesn't go. Daniel secures the rebound, looks ahead.
He was looking for her. Hey, you!
Traveling violation. Horizon will get it.
It's like, come on, ref.
And here comes Daniel. Very comfortable handling the ball.
At halftime today, we'll talk to the athletic director of Horizon Christian School. Oh. They don't count fouls here, but I think that would be his third.
And that's
Finn Redmond.
Bryson Boer will go back to the line. Coach's son.
Finn high-fives the referee going, "Yeah, I got him."
Jalen out there reffing and also kind of coaching. And this is the kind of environment where that works and where it's good, it's welcomed. It's in everyone in this gym's interest for these kids to learn a bit, to have some fun, and that gets to the tone that you're talking about in terms of how to run youth sports. Kids they'll work hard on their own accord if they're having a good time.
they find it worthy.
Might have gotten away with a little bit of a foul there.
Bryson just fell down. He just hit the wall. Talk a little bit about Horizon Christian School. It's on IndianaSRN Road. It's a K through 12th grade. They do play high school sports here and have won a state championship. In fact, won a state championship last year, competing for a state champion in a couple of weeks as well. But the school, check out the school, 317-823-4538. You would love that. Timeout is on the floor. We'll take a break.
At first, me and my mom were struggling. I was trying to pay the bills and trying to take care of my mom at the same time. When I first heard that I can get paid for taking care of my mom, I was kind of skeptical because I had been doing it for so many years without pay. That's when I reached out to Passion to Care. I read all their reviews and I saw that they were #1 in the field. Passion to Care has really, really changed my life. Right now, I take care of my mom 24/7 thanks to Passion to Care.
We had started to talk a little bit before the break about Horizon Christian School. Keith, that's a place that you have some history with. How long have you?
I was their athletic director from 2004 and left. So I was here a long time. Started the program, was their first high school athletic director. We won a couple state championships when I was here. Coached basketball, volleyball. Actually, Jalen played for me, and a lot of kids now giving back to this school who started this program many, many years ago. I tell you, Chris, through my life, this organization has done very well for the Myers family and forever in their debt because they have been a blessing to our family.
Yeah, you can kind of sense that as you walk around the gym and say your hellos before the game, that you're an immersed part of this community, as is Jalen. And, you know, again, it just speaks to the perspective of youth sports. This is about relationships over many, many years in some instances.
Well, you know, you go back to the school, you know, they're competitive, and you've done some of their high school games, and, you know, they want to be competitive and they want to win and all that, but the community around it, and that's one thing I love about when we're trying to target the youth sports community out here. That's what IndianaSRN wants to do. We want to be part of your community and share what you do. Not only the games and all those things, but who makes part of your program? I mean, the coach here for Outlook does a different job other than coach, and the Horizon coach is like an accountant. So, you know, we want to know that. We're at halftime already. Halftime score 7-0. We'll take a few-minute break. When we come back, Jalen Posey, the athletic director at Horizon, will be with us.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Vertner Electric Incorporated provides professional commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our knowledge and experience make us the perfect choice for all your commercial electrical contractor needs. Contact us today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as...
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt. Insulting referees.
Threatening officials.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes.
Violent language in the stands.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot. It's not a game.
want a piece of equipment you can trust, one that's easy to use. No matter the size of the job, you want to create a feeling worthwhile, something you can use for every job. For over 60 years, Reynolds has been a community staple, ensuring our customers powerful implements, top quality care and service. You need something that's in it for the long haul. Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer, today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Welcome back to Horizon Christian School and the youth basketball program. It's 7-0, but we don't keep score. We don't keep anything, really. And with us now is the athletic director at Horizon Christian School, Jalen Posey. Jalen, a little bit, first of all, explain to us a little bit about the commitment and the background that you have. I know back in the day when I was the athletic director, we did some things with Outlook, but it went away. What brought it back, and why did that come back?
Yeah, honestly, giving a shout out to our principal, Mr. Brandon Grayson. His son had done some things there at Outlook before he, started to be able to do some sports here at Horizon when they first got back from St. Kitts, and he encouraged me to reach out to Mike, and he gave me his contact, and I did, and we just decided to form a partnership. Obviously, they had a youth league going on, and we're always looking to get involved with the community and even other churches in the community, because at the end of the day, we're all one church, right? One body of Christ, right. And so to be able to do that and give their kids a different experience, even today I've heard some parents go, "Oh, this is amazing to play on a hardwood floor." They don't play on hardwood floors over there at Outlook, but we obviously have one here, and even to be able to do what you guys are doing, which we appreciate you guys being here, is I think huge, and obviously helps for the visibility of our school, but just helps even more give that great experience for youth sports. When I was a young kid, being able to actually have experiences is what made me want to get and give back in sports like I am now.
Talk a little bit about, first of all, the Horizon Sports Program, from the start of that to where it is now, leaps and bounds, because now a lot of people look at this program and say, wow, you guys have done it really well. But it took a long time to build the program the way it is, and to sustain it as you have. It takes a lot of people, and it really takes that mom and dad that believes in the system and believes in what you do.
Yeah, no, it's a process, and I'd be lying if I could sit here and say, oh, this was all because of me or something like that. First of all, the Lord has blessed us tremendously. Second of all, there's been a slew of parents, and just support from administration since I've been here that have allowed me to be as successful as I've been as an athletic director, and for us to build the program we wanted to build. There's just been a numerous amount of parents like the Hathaways, like the Marshalls, and I can continue to go on and on. Obviously, the McGays, who Pastor McGay's the head of the church, but he has 5 kids in the school.
That helps.
Yeah, it helps, and they're so supportive, and
right.
He's so supportive as a pastor, just in what we want to do in the athletic department and the athletic program. They just given us a tremendous amount of support. And we've been able to have, just a tremendous amount of coaches as well, good coaches, that love Jesus and want to pour that into our student athletes, and have ended up being successful in a lot of our programs. And so, we're blessed. We
would be remiss if we don't talk about the state tournament for the high school boys and girls. IndianaSRN covering the regionals this year, championship game up in Guerin. We're excited about the coverage. We're excited. We're partnership with you guys. We thank you very much for letting our production team get in here at 8 o'clock in the morning for a half an hour show. Yeah. But thank you very much for your time today.
No, thanks for having me. And one more thing to say. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the Clutters. They do every home game for me. They have since I've been here. Every book, every clock. Jessica and Matt Clutter. So that's another family that just, like I said, when you have families like that, is able to provide a solid bedrock foundation for an athletic
Last
department.
thing I would say, there was no popcorn on my desk. That I'm leaving it there. We'll take a break. When we come back, a lot more for you.
These last 2 years at Horizon has just really shown how much I can grow spiritually and how much I have to offer to other people.
I love the teachers. You can tell they really care. And if you're going through something, they'll pray for you. When you think of Horizon, it's not like, oh, this is my school, these are my friends. You kind of think of it as, wow, this is my family. Like, I can go to these people about anything.
I feel so comfortable just going into my math teacher's room or my English teacher's room and asking for any sort of help. I've never hesitated.
As soon as I stepped on this campus, I felt something special. Like, to teachers, it's not just a job, it's like more of a relationship.
I'm teaching at Horizon because of the ministry that took place in the lives of my children. The way that our staff ministers to each child is what makes us different.
There's story after story of families that have come and have never before felt like there was a staff that really cared about their children, was willing to do whatever was necessary to have their children there and to minister to them.
The staff members were kind of a family, but that carries over in the way that we care on and we love for the students.
My goal is that they come through those doors and they know that they are loved and they're accepted for who they are. And of course, we're going to learn our academic parts. But if I can get one of those kids to know the love of Jesus and be able to be strong about that and have a passion for it, then that's what my job is.
Horizon is amazing. We walked into the school and Cassidy said, "Mom, this is where I'm supposed to be."
We've created an environment that, because we're smaller, we know every child by name, and we have the opportunity to work with them, in many cases one-on-one, and meet their individual needs.
I love being able to go to Bible class and Mr. Foxworthy being able to keep everybody intact and be funny at the same exact time.
I can honestly say every single one of the teachers invest and care about your life, but the most important thing they care about is your faith and making sure that is strong.
The spiritual development is more important than the math. We're going to make sure we get through the math, and we will get there, but we're not going to make it take a back seat to any spiritual development that comes up during the day.
I can't imagine teaching without bringing Christ into it. I can't imagine. I think about my day, and just about everything we do, the choices we make, the things that we talk about involve Christ.
Kids will come in from different schools, and they get it. They see people who are real and genuine. No pretense, like, I just want you to know the Lord, that's it. I want you to know Jesus.
Horizon has really prepared me to just grow in Him and to seek Him in everything and to live out my Christian faith.
I know that I'm going into my future with things that'll last eternally, not just in education, which is still important, and we do get a lot of that, but things that are gonna last eternally.
With my kids coming here, this light that is in them, I have not seen it in years.
I see that excitement come back in his life, and that's very important to me.
We visited some other schools that had excellent academics, but we just didn't feel like it was academics first, God second, and we were looking for God first, academics second.
If you want your child in a immaculate education program and a Christian program, Horizon is the school.
It's different. You can tell it's different. You walk in the school, there's something special going on at Horizon. I think that's really apparent.
It's a small school, but they do big things.
We couldn't be more satisfied and more happy with Horizon Christian School.
Well, you missed the first toss in.
I actually learned that there was a network a long time ago that wanted a football game to redo a kickoff because they missed it.
They missed the kickoff?
Yeah, this was a professional game.
Oh.
They did not comply with that wish. But
I just want to let our CEO that we actually had him redo the throw-in.
That's how much power
the power
IndianaSRN has.
We can control 4th and 5th grade basketball.
Is it 4th and 5th or 5th and 6th?
I think it's 4th. I think there's some 4th, 5th, and 6th grade kids out there.
Okay, we got.
Because I know 24 is a 4th grader, and I think number 15 is a 4th grader.
Okay.
So I think if you are just a kid and you want to play, they're going to let you play.
Zakia French's shot is blocked, but
I had a parent over there who said, "So my grandmother can watch this over again?" I said, "Yes." And over and over. Oh, nice move.
Couple steps there.
Well, that's how Chuck Levine plays basketball. Slide to the left, slide to the right, and shoot.
This man doesn't even have a voice. He's getting picked on. Here comes Daniel. Loves that drive to the right side. Doesn't go. His buddy Nehemiah snags the rebound. Still nothing.
Oh, that's like a little hook shot.
Little leaner. Still no good.
The big fella doesn't have the foot speed yet.
He's usually in the right spot, though, which is close to the basket where the ball's going to come off, on a miss.
We want to thank Chuck Levine today and Justin Griffiths for being our production team.
Doing fine work.
Got here early to set up. Did a great job. Thank you so much, fellas.
Now this is interesting here. So the no double team rule in effect. Oh, almost got on the board there for Outlook. Still looking for their first basket. Pitch ahead to Daniel, and he'll make a layup. This is Azealia Wright bringing up the ball. She's going to try to drive it to the right side. Oh, there it is, right there.
Azealia is one of the girls that are on our team. The family is better known through other sports through the program, and Azealia has grown up with the program. How about that?
Well, you could tell with that shot. Looked like she'd done that before.
Let's see if he travels again. He did not. And if he did, he got away with it.
We're going to redo the throw in.
Which one do I throw it to?
Sophia Boston bringing up the ball. She'll try a drive to the left.
Got a little small, didn't she?
Again, a
reminder. Nice move.
Little spin move. Reminder that you can't actively steal the ball. Is that? So that's a steal right there.
Well,
but
no, actually, that was accidentally tossed into his hands.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can't intentionally steal the ball.
I think that's correct.
Okay. All right.
Chris, just play well with the game.
These distinctions are important.
There you go. Hand off to the dribble. So if you didn't know, there's about 5,000 people. The camera doesn't show them all, but this place is packed.
It is packed. I agree with that part. I think your calculator is broken. But
the other day I was listening to a broadcast because I was been home, and the radio announcer, the TV announcer says, "There's over 75,000 people, and more than that on the way home watching the game."
This is quite the scrum on our side of the court.
Who do I pick?
Holden Hoffler with it. Picks up his dribble.
Good move.
Now to Luis Martinez.
Go, Luis.
There we get another one of those passive steals, which looked a little more active than the previous one.
Don't forget high school basketball on IndianaSRN this evening or this afternoon at 1:30. Guerin Catholic taking on your Culver Academy.
Indeed. I was still thinking about whether or not I'm going to go over there.
1:30 start.
And
one of our crews leave here to go directly there.
It is getting close to that time of the season where teams are starting to think about the postseason.
How about the girls' season? Got the sectional final today at Morovia, Covenant Christian and Morovia, girls basketball.
We had that Guerin team earlier in the season, and they're a team that ranked high in the state. They'll be right in the mix for the postseason.
We got a foul on
right
the arm.
At the end of the third quarter, so we're going to get a couple free throws here before we take a break. Zakia French misses the first.
Come on, Zakia.
It's a little bit over the line.
I didn't see it.
Neither did Jalen.
Yes! Oh. Give him another shot.
All right, so we got a 15-2 game, 1 quarter left to play. We'll be right back after these messages.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Get a gator that will get you where you need to go. Something you can get in and go with plenty of space. Be ready to tackle any terrain, large or small. When you choose Reynolds, you choose reliability. A guaranteed great customer experience and relationship from the moment you walk in. Come in and see for yourself or visit reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
We are back at the Lions Den, about to start the 4th quarter. Elementary school basketball between Horizon Christian and Outlook Christian.
Having fun?
Of course.
Yeah.
I think everyone here is having fun.
I think some people are having fun. By the way, if you're part of or you're not familiar with IndianaSRN, we do youth sports. We're designated to the best coverage in high school and youth sports across Indiana, from the throwing buzzer beater on the basketball court for the hard-hitting action on Friday night lights and everything in between. We bring you the passion and the excitement of every game straight to you. Live streaming, expert analysis, top commentary, and in-depth coverage, highlights for tomorrow's stars, and I think we got a star highlighting today right here on the network.
A bunch of them.
What I like is the ball is like a magnet at this type of kid, in this type of game.
It reminds me of youth soccer where everyone just sort of congregates. What a diving play.
How about that?
That's Jared Griswold. Keeps it in the half court. You love that effort.
Oh, yeah! There's French. Couldn't make the free throws, but got knocked down to a little 15-foot teardrop.
And Daniel on the other end, still looking for that right side drive down to Nehemiah. Gets bumped a little bit, but he finishes.
I bet you Nehemiah is about 5'5", 5'6".
I think he's taller than 5'5". He's taller than 5'5".
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
You never know whether that's going to last.
Get in there.
That's the tricky thing about youth sports. You don't know who's going to be 6'4" and who's going to be 5'7".
Oh, put your hand down.
Throws it up. Won't go. Oh, we're going to dribble down court for Nehemiah, and he smartly pitches ahead to Daniel. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll stay with Horizon.
Again, if you would like more information about IndianaSRN or what we do, contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Thanks to Brandon Grayson and the administration team of Horizon Christian School, the church itself, Jordan McGay and his staff, for opening up the doors on a Saturday morning for us. When you hit the parking lot today, you would think there was thousands of people here. They have men's breakfast here today. They also have a lot of activities going on, and just thank you for allowing us to do what we do.
Interesting to observe at halftime. You know, the cheerleaders get their moment out there, and both teams just stop what they're doing and watch the cheerleaders' performance.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. Finn Redmond was talking to Coach. He goes, I'm trying my best, shaking his head.
Jalen's still out there coaching, getting a little Saturday morning workout in.
You know, Jalen played here, and I coached him, and it is so special to see young men giving right back to the community. And Chris, you've been part of that. You've known that. You've grown up with that back in the day, and you and Justin. I mean, Justin has done that back in his day as well, and Chuck. You feel kind of special when you can give back to the community.
Well, and there's so many long-term relationships that come out of sports. It's such a, it might not be your motivation for getting in them, but it's one of the great accidental results of them.
Well, one of the reasons, like most of the community, is doing broadcasting because they couldn't play the sport, but they wanted to still stay involved in the athletic department.
There's so many ways to be involved in putting, something as basic as this game on, but it's not any different if you're talking about the Indiana Hoosiers or, the Purdue Boilermakers. You've got a lot of people involved putting these things on. And they're networks of local people who, have a common goal.
Oh, nice little dribble. Did you see that?
Oh.
And went after the rebound.
What a rebound there.
That a girl? And
Nehemiah blocks it. But, yeah, that was great hustle. That was Azalea Wright. She's the player who scored the first one for Outlook Christian today. She's got a little aggression in her that'll serve her as an athlete as she gets a little older.
Here comes Finn.
Oh, nice finish. Throws it up over his body.
Then he looks over to the coach, gives it a little leak.
He won't understand this, but he made that layup off the wrong leg. But you actually see good players do the same thing sometimes when they need to protect the ball with their body, and actually that's exactly what he did. Again, he wouldn't know that that's what he did, but that is what he did.
He'll watch this and go, "Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's exactly what I did."
Tapped out of bounds there by Daniel, and it'll stay with Outlook. Jalen wants to touch the basketball before we inbound it.
Jalen wants to touch the basketball one more time.
He's always stopping the game out there, trying to get him to hear us, but I don't think he did. Last 5 seconds. And that'll do it for this one, 19-6. Horizon Christian will take it. We're going to get some cameos here from the players who certainly deserve their moment of fame.
There we go. We're going to get them all on camera.
They've been, look at that.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Jalen. Got the thumbs up.
Great work out there.
Appreciate that so much.
And
Art,
thanks so much.
Get the Horizon kids on camera, too. Wave to the camera. There we go. Get them all happy. Get Coach on the camera as well. Coach is running from the camera. There we go.
Thanks so much to Chuck Levine and to Justin Griffiths for their fine work with the technical side of today's broadcast. This is Chris Schumerth with Keith Myers and IndianaSRN. We will see you next time. Thank you.